Her breath moved softly through the room, then vanished like the desert moon. They called me in when all were gathered. I stood behind the taller men. No one expected me to matter. No one had spoken of me then. The walls were plain, the doorway narrow. The evening rested on the floor. An elder looked into my silence, as though he saw beyond the door. No voices rose to celebrate me. No banners moved above my head. Only a hand, a quiet blessing, and words too deep to understand. Then everyone returned to speaking. The lamps were trimmed, the meal was served, but I remained beside the doorway, unsure of what had just occurred. Nothing outside had changed around me. The road still waited as before. Yet something entered with that moment and would not leave me anymore. Marked in the quiet, where no great witness stood, given a burden without glory and a hope I barely understood. Marked in the quiet, not raised above the rest, only entrusted with a calling I could carry in my chest. I did not know where it would lead me. I only knew I must be still. Some things begin without an answer and grow beneath a greater will. At dawn I walked beyond the houses. The fields were silver with the cold. My hands returned to simple labor. My feet resumed the paths of old. My brothers spoke of common matters. The neighbors passed without a glance. No one could see the hidden question that followed every step I took. We too have carried unseen meanings through generations left unnamed. A blessing kept beneath our clothing, a memory guarded through the change. We learned that being set apart did not remove the weight of pain. It only gave our wounds a language and taught our hearts to hope again. Marked in the quiet, where no great witness stood, given a burden without glory and a hope I barely understood. Marked in the quiet, through ordinary days, we kept a sacred thread unbroken without demanding human praise. We did not know where it would lead us. We only knew we must endure. Some things survive because they whisper and do not need the world to hear. I was afraid of what might follow, afraid the road would ask too much, afraid that those who stood beside me would one day fear the hidden touch. But I would not become important by making others seem less small. A calling is not proof of greatness, it is a reason to serve all. So I kept working without answers. I kept my voice both low and clear. What entered quietly that evening would teach me how to walk through fear. Marked in the quiet, still humble, restarts, but history often changes softly inside unnoticed hearts. A breath moved softly through the room and followed me beyond the moon. Morning found me by the field, where earth asks every hand to yield. I lifted water from the well and carried grain beneath the sun. The road remembered every footprint, as though the night had changed no one. My hands were rough from common labor, my clothes still smelled of wood and soil. The hidden weight within my spirit did not release me from the toil. A neighbor asked about the weather, a child ran laughing through the yard. The world continued without wonder, while I kept something close and guarded. I thought the heavens might look different, that hills might open at my feet. Instead, the day required its duties, and hunger waited to be fed. Perhaps the sacred does not always arrive with thunder from above. Perhaps it enters ordinary hours and teaches patient hands to love. Back to the dust, back to the water and the grain, back to the work that leaves no monument, back to the heat and pain, back to the dust where no one calls me more than man, yet something deeper walks beside me. Through every task my fingers understand. I will not hate the common road, or turn from what today requires, for even earth beneath the sandals can shelter unseen fires. At noon I rested near an olive tree and watched the distant hills grow white. I wondered how a future calling could live inside so plain a life. There was no chamber waiting for me, no seat prepared beyond the gate, only another row of planting and years that would not hurry fate. We too have lived through humble seasons, repairing roofs and shaping clay, keeping wisdom near the table while greater nations had their day. Our children learned from worn-out voices, our mothers saved the final bread. What others called a life of weakness became the ground on which we stood. Back to the dust, back to the water and the grain, back to the work that leaves no monument, back to the heat and pain, back to the dust where history rarely turns its eyes, yet quiet hands preserve a people long after marble kingdoms die. I will not hate the common road, or measure life by human praise, for roots are strengthened under soil before they reach the light of day. I admit I wanted a sign, something bright enough to prove that I had not misunderstood the change I felt within the room. But nothing came except the evening, the ache of shoulders, empty air. Then an old man shared his supper and thanked me simply for being there. In that small act I understood a future is not only one, it is prepared in hidden service before the greater work is done. So I returned to every duty, not ashamed of where I stood. A humble life is not a failure when the heart within it remains good. Back to the dust, and now I know its quiet worth. The hands that learn to serve in silence may one day carry something more. Back to the dust, still waiting without bitterness. I do not need tomorrow early to live today with faithfulness. Let others hurry toward their honor, let others fight to be admired. I will tend what has been given and guard the small, enduring fire. Evening covered field and stone, I walked home tired, but not alone. They counted every name but mine. The lamps grew dim, the hour declined. I waited near the outer wall while older voices filled the room. Their garments carried weight and honor, mine still carried field and broom. One by one they stood before them, broad of shoulder, calm of face. Each seemed ready for a blessing, each appeared to fit the place. No one looked beyond the doorway, no one asked who stayed outside. I had learned to live unnoticed and to keep my questions quiet. Then a servant came to find me with surprise still in his eyes. I entered late without importance, while the elders slowly turned. I knew the measure they had chosen, I knew how little I appeared. But worth is not decided by the loudest voice we hear. The smallest still stands when the counting has been done. The one left near the doorway may still be seen by someone. The smallest still stands without demanding to be known. A quiet branch may carry fruit where taller trees have none. I will not shame the ones before me or ask that they become less tall. I only know a hidden measure does not overlook the small. We have lived beside great nations whose towers touch the morning haze. They wrote their victories into stone and filled the roads with royal names. We owned no walls like theirs, no endless fields, no iron gates. Yet mothers kept the ancient stories and fathers taught the children faith. We were often the lesser number, easy to dismiss or blame. Still the table held our language, still the candles knew our names. What survived was not our power, nor the favor of a throne. It was every modest household teaching children who they were. The smallest still stands when when the counting has been done. The one left near the doorway may still be seen by someone. The smallest still stands without demanding to be known. A quiet branch may carry fruit where taller trees have none. I will not shame the ones before me, or ask that they become less tall. I only know a hidden measure does not overlook the small. There were days I wanted stature, a stronger voice, a finer name. I imagined being noticed would remove my private shame. But pride can wear a humble garment and still be pride beneath the thread. So I release the need to prove that I deserve to walk ahead. I can honor those beside me without disappearing from the room. I can bow without believing that another's judgment seals my worth. Let my strength remain unpolished, let my courage grow unseen. I would rather become faithful than merely look important. The smallest still stands, not above and not below, simply rooted where he has been placed and willing still to grow. The smallest still stands with no anger in his hands. He does not need to move the mountains to be certain where he stands. We have crossed the years in quiet without surrendering our name. What appears too small for history may outlive the brightest flame. They counted every name but mine. Still I was called before the final light declined. The oil had dried before the dawn, yet its scent remained when all were gone. I folded the garment from that evening and placed it beneath my sleeping mat. Days returned to bread and weather. No one spoke again of what had passed. Sometimes after hours of labor, I would catch the faintest trace, not from flowers near the doorway, not from incense in the marketplace. It came and vanished without warning, leaving questions in the air. Was it only memory rising, or was something still upon me there? I had no proof to show another, no mark their eyes could recognize, only that familiar fragrance returning when I closed my eyes. A fragrance no one sees still lingers on the cloth. It does not make the road grow shorter or prevent another loss. A fragrance no one sees still finds me when I doubt. It asks for neither recognition nor a voice to call it out. I cannot hold it in my fingers, yet I know when it is near. It It does not promise ease tomorrow, it only steadies me today. Years may scatter names and houses, foreign winds may cross the land. Still a mother saves a blessing for the child beside her hand. A father whispers an old story after every lamp is low. Nothing written on the doorway, yet the children somehow know. We have carried things without a vessel, through departure, cold and blame. Not possessions men could capture, but a way to guard a name. A fragrance no one sees still lingers on the cloth. It does not make the road grow shorter or prevent another loss. A fragrance no one sees still finds us when we doubt. It asks for neither recognition nor a voice to call it out. We cannot hold it in our fingers, yet we know when it is near. It does not promise ease tomorrow, it only steadies us today. I once believed that being chosen meant the path would open wide, that every locked and guarded entrance would be moved to either side. Now I know a hidden blessing may remain concealed for years. It may walk beside exhaustion, it may live beneath our tears. So I will not chase aside or turn remembrance into pride. I will keep the garment folded and let its meaning grow inside. A fragrance no one sees still rises from the years, through every room we had to leave, through every unanswered prayer. A fragrance no one sees still travels when we move, not loud enough to conquer nations, but strong enough to carry truth. I do not need to prove its presence or explain what others miss. Some gifts remain most sacred when they are guarded just like this. The garment rests beneath my hand, the scent remains, I understand. A narrow doorway, a lowered head, a song held close against my chest. They led me past the outer court, where polished sandals cross the stone. No one asked me where I came from, no one cared if I had a home. I followed those who carried water, those who trimmed the lamps at night. We moved beneath the painted ceilings, unnoticed by the halls of might. My instrument was wrapped in linen, my fingers cold around the frame. I had not come to seek their favor, I had only come because they called. Inside the room the air was heavy, though every wall was dressed in gold. A seated figure watched the shadows as if the night had entered his soul. I came through the servant's door with nothing but a song. I did not come to take his place or prove that I belonged. I came through the servant's door and bowed before the room, but bending low did not erase the worth I carry through. Let others hunger for the highest seat. I only came to bring him peace. I placed my hands upon the strings and let the first note breathe. The guards grew still beside the curtains. The troubled eyes began to ease. For one brief hour rank was silent. No master stood above a man. There was only grief before me and the little help my music gave. We have entered many houses by passages the proud ignore. We have healed the hearts of strangers, then vanished through the lesser door. Our names were rarely carved in marble, our faces faded from the walls. Yet rooms once filled with fear grew gentler because our quiet music passed. I came through the servant's door with nothing but a song. I did not come to take his place or prove that I belonged. I came through the servant's door and bowed before the room, but bending low did not erase the worth I carry through. Let others hunger for the highest seat. I only came to bring him peace. Still I wondered as he listened, why the powerful fear the night, why a man surrounded by protection can tremble more than those outside. I almost pitied all his splendor, all the walls he could not leave. For a humble man may sleep in hunger, yet still possess a heart at peace. So I played without resentment. I gave what had been placed in me. Not every act of service is surrender. Not every bowed head has been defeated. I came through the servant's door and left the same way too. No trumpet marked my coming, no praise followed me through. I came through the servant's door, but I was not made small. The hand that brought a moment's comfort had lost no worth at all. Let others hunger for the highest seat. I was content to leave him peace. A narrow doorway, an empty hall, and one last note still resting on the wall. The lamps were low, the curtains still. No one in that room could sleep. He sat beneath a roof of cedar, with guards beyond the painted wall. Silver rested near his fingers, yet peace would not obey his call. His eyes kept turning toward the doorway, as though an enemy stood there. Every sound became a warning, every shadow fed his fear. I held the lyre against my body and waited for his hand to move. He gave no word, only a gesture, so I played the softest tune. The first notes crossed the room like water, slowly touching stone and flame. For a moment all his power could not hide the wounded man. I had thought the highest places would be free from common pain, but even those surrounded by honor may still be prisoners of their name. I sang beside a restless throne, where sleep had lost its way. The room was filled with precious things, but none could make him safe. I sang beside a restless throne and watched his breathing slow. That night I learned a quiet heart is worth more than walls of gold. When the final string stopped trembling, he looked older than before. Not a ruler feared by nations, only someone tired and torn. I did not envy what surrounded him, I did not long to wear his weight. For the seat that raised him over others had become a narrow gate. We have stood beside the powerful in lands that never knew our own. We have brought them songs and wisdom while remaining scarcely known. Some received the gifts we carried, some grew fearful of our light. Still we offered what was given without surrendering our rights. I sang beside a restless throne, where sleep had lost its way. The room was filled with precious things, but none could make him safe. I sang beside a restless throne and watched his breathing slow. That night I learned a quiet heart is worth more than walls of gold. I will not mock another's weakness, even when he stands above. A frightened soul may wear a garment woven out of fear, not love. But I will guard the peace within me, I will not exchange it for a claim. Better bread beneath an open heaven than a palace filled with shame. I came to calm a troubled spirit, not to dream of taking his place. And when the room grew still around him, I left without demanding praise. I sang beside a restless throne, with nothing loud or grand, only wood beneath my fingers, only mercy in my hands. I sang beside a restless throne and did not leave there poor, for I carried out of freedom he could not purchase or secure. Let the mighty keep their chambers, let the watchmen guard the storm. I would not trade my quiet spirit for every kingdom they have known. The lamps burned low, curtains moved, and one tired man at last found sleep. From the eastern stones a melody rose and carried my name where I never chose. I walked among the market voices with my eyes lowered to the ground. Children ran beside their mothers while an unfamiliar song went round. They praised the hands that had defended, they blessed the courage they had seen. But every word that lifted toward me made the watching faces turn. I had not asked to be remembered, I had not taught the streets that tune, yet music entered guarded chambers and changed the temper of the room. What sounded warm beneath the sunlight reached another heart as blame. A song can comfort those who love you, or place a shadow on your name. Their song became a burden, though I never sought their praise. What they sang with open gladness built a wall I could not face. Their song became a burden, and kindness turned to fear. I came with empty hands before them, yet danger gathered near. I will not hate the ones who sang, nor hide the gift I bear, but praise can become a sharpened thing in the hands of those who fear. We have known the strange attention, given first and taken back, welcomed for the work we offered, then suspected for the light we had. They asked us for our songs and learning, they called upon our skill and care. But when our names were heard too often, warmth grew colder in the air. So I learned to walk more softly without denying what was true. Humility is not surrender, and silence does not make us few. I confess the praise once pleased me. For a moment I stood tall after years of being unnoticed. It felt good to hear them call. Then I saw the eyes behind the curtain, and the pleasure left my chest. I would rather keep a faithful spirit than be celebrated and possessed. Still I will not bend from shame or apologize for being seen. I can lower my voice with wisdom without erasing what I mean. Their song became a burden, but it did not make me proud. I will carry both and only the guarded heart could tell. The hour is hidden beyond the hill. I hear its breath, but I must be still. The door stood open before me, no guard remained nearby. One step could change tomorrow, one hand could end the night. The room was quiet around him. His strength had fallen asleep. I felt the anger within me rise from a wound buried deep. How many roads had I wandered? How many nights without rest? How many times had suspicion placed its cold weight on my chest? For one brief moment I wondered if waiting had made me weak, if heaven expected my courage to take what I dared not seek. But power taken in darkness would follow me into the day, and the hand that answered hatred might never learn mercy again. I will not seize the hour or force tomorrow near. I will not build my future upon another's fear. The time will come without my violence. The door will open when it should. I would rather remain unnamed than rule by shedding blood. We have been taught by sorrow how quickly wounds become law, how those who once were hunted can copy the cruelty they saw. So I stepped back from the doorway and loosened my hand from the blade, not because I had forgotten every debt that pain had made. I chose to leave him breathing, though he had hunted my life. For mercy does not excuse him, it only keeps my spirit alive. Do not co-restrain, surrender. Do not mistake calm for defeat. There is a strength that stays seated when vengeance rises to its feet. I still remember the insult, I still awaken afraid, but I will not let another man's darkness decide what I will become. I will not seize the hour, though every road feels long. I will not trade my conscience for the right to prove them wrong. The time will come without my violence. No stolen crown can make me whole. I would rather wait in silence than lose the kingdom. my soul. The hour is hidden beyond the hill. I turned away and waited still. Iron walk beneath the lamp while my last note faded. I had entered as before, with the old wood in my hands. The curtains hardly moved, the guards were quiet where they stood. I played the melody he knew, slow enough to calm his breath. But something in his eyes had changed, he no longer heard the song. His fingers closed around the iron, resting near the cedar chair. I watched the metal catch the light and understood why I was there. The room that once received my music had become a narrow place. I kept the rhythm soft and steady while danger studied my face. I had brought no hidden weapon, I had spoken no command. Yet fear can turn a faithful servant into an enemy at hand. There was iron in the room and silence on the wall. I came to ease another sorrow, but felt the shadow fall. There was iron in the room between his fear and me. I would not answer cold suspicion by becoming what he saw. So I held the final notes, though my hands had started shaking, and waited for the moment when the door would let me leave. We have known such rooms in history, where welcome changed without a word, where those who valued what we carried later feared what they had heard. We gave our learning to their children, we brought healing to their homes. Then whispers moved behind the curtains, and suddenly we stood alone. Still I would not stain the music with resentment or disguise. I finished what I came to offer without lowering my eyes. Humility did not mean blindness, peace did not require shame. I could serve with honest mercy and still remember my own name. There was iron in the room and silence on the wall. I came to ease another sorrow, but felt the shadow fall. There was iron in the room between his fear and me. I would not answer cold suspicion by becoming what he saw. So I held the final notes, though my hands had started shaking, and waited for the moment when the door would let me leave. I confess that I was frightened, my breath grew shallow in my chest. I thought of roads beyond the city and wondered where my feet could rest. But fear did not make me smaller, and danger did not make him strong. A hand may hold a piece of iron, yet still be weaker than a song. When the weapon moved beside him, I rose without a cry. No curse escaped my mouth, no plea was offered to his pride. I left the chamber slowly, with my instrument held near, not untouched by what had happened, but not governed by my fear. There was iron in the room, but mercy in my hands. I would not let another's darkness decide the man I am. There was iron in the room, yet I walked out with my name. The song had not protected me, but neither was its shame. Let suspicion guard its doorway, let fear remain inside. I will carry gentler music beyond the reach of guarded eyes. Iron rested beneath the lamp, the song followed me outside. Beyond the gate, the hills were pale. The moon kept watch above the trail. Left before the lamps were dying, with one small bundle at my side. Behind me stood the silent city, ahead the open countryside. No farewell followed from the towers, no blessing crossed the outer wall. Only footsteps on the gravel, and the fear that I might fall. I thought of those who once had known me, of hands I could no longer reach. Every turn became a question, every mile refused to speak. Yet somewhere under all that sorrow, a steady breath remained in me. Not the pride of one who conquers, but the strength to still believe. The road did not explain itself, the stars did not reply. Still I kept moving through the dark, with memory as my guide. Chosen through the night, not lifted above pain. Chosen to keep walking when nothing felt the same. Chosen through the night, with tears I could not hide. I carried more than one man's story, with generations at my side. I did not know the morning, I only knew the way. And sometimes faith is simply taking one more step before the day. We have crossed beyond familiar places, with our language held inside. We have slept beneath strange ceilings, where our names were set aside. We have learned to pack our history in a cloth, a song, a prayer. When the road removed our shelter, we became each other's care. There were moments I felt angry at the silence of the sky. Why should those who seek no trouble always be the ones who hide? But bitterness is another prison, and I had left enough behind. So I kept my spirit open, though the road was far from kind. Chosen through the night, not spared from grief or strain. Chosen to keep carrying what exile could not claim. Chosen through the night, with no witness near the road. I carried every voice before me, like a lamp beneath my coat. I did not know the morning, I only knew the way. And sometimes hope is simply breathing one more breath before the day. I am not fearless, I still turn when branches move. I still wake before the sunrise, unsure what I may lose. But fear will not become my master, and grief will not erase my face. I can walk without an answer and still refuse to walk in shame. If the path becomes much longer, I will learn its stones by heart. For a people are not ended when they are forced to depart. Chosen through the night, still gentle, still awake. Chosen not for easy roads, but for the road we would not break. Chosen through the night, with sorrow in our eyes, we kept a quiet flame alive. Where others thought it died, I still cannot see the morning, but the east has changed its shade. And sometimes dawn begins in silence, long before the light is raised. Beyond the hills, the sky grew thin. I walked on and carried them within.